when he talks about making places like Lebanon and Syria relevant again, still establishing that strong ties with Israel, but at the same time bringing in those other Arab nations to create more free trade and fair stability in the region, it seems to be putting the country of Iran out on an island. And President Trump does it with incentives, saying, like, listen, we'd love to see Iran be a great country, but there's some certain things they can't do. And if they want to be a part of this big, beautiful thing that's going on, they have to come to the middle and abandon their nuclear ambitions.
Well, and I think you're spot on. I think that even an article I saw this morning is talking about someone in the inner circle there to the leadership of Iran is already saying, look, we are closer than you know to a peace deal that would not have any nuclear weapons in Iran. And I think that, when they start coming back to and having those conversations, I think it's working. Look, President Trump is restoring, again, leadership really and leveraging the world power that the United States is. We're no longer a laughing stock like it seemed to be under the last administration. And the respect that America is getting around the world is showing up. And the relationships that he's building is big, not only from an economic standpoint, but is going to be very big from the peace and stability part of it.
Now, in your opinion, I mean, there are a lot of people who look at the country of Iran right now, kind of the extremist nature that they're ruled under, and say there's probably never a day where the United States and Iran share a lot of the same ideologies when it comes to safety and security, maybe global trade and the way things go. But there were a lot of people who said the same thing about that when you looked at the country of Japan maybe 60, 70 years ago, saying they literally attacked the United States. Their ideology brought America into the World War, the second one, which saw us defeat Germany and the Nazis, who were on a conquest to take over the globe as well. It seems like President Trump is just kind of going back and looking over the history book, saying, like, listen, coming out of things like the World Wars, like Vietnam, like the Cold War, we've seen the rise of radical extremism, but there could be a day down the road, maybe in the near future, maybe decades from now, where they are back to being one of America's allies. And when you look at the overall good that it would bring to the globe, it seems like the benefits would definitely outweigh a lot of the concerns that people have now as well.
Well, I think that bottom line is President Trump recognizes that as a leader, you have to really deal with a situation that presents itself. And
Hmm.
we're living in a unique time in world history and a unique time here in our own country. And thank God the voters in November of 24 put him in the White House and wanted to restore real leadership in Washington, D.C. And I think people are looking at this and really are confident in what we're seeing with the negotiator in chief, as I sometimes call him.
I completely agree with you there, Congressman.